If somebody feels that he's putting in a lot of effort and his efforts are not being recognized, how does that person motivate himself or herself to say, I don't really give a damn as to what other people think. I have to keep on doing what I'm doing. I have to excel myself every day.
See, these are two extremes. I don't give a damn is not going to work. At the same time, thinking my efforts are not giving the necessary result, I think a whole lot of people feel this way. I'm saying in your assessment, you may be doing great, but the world has to recognize too. Somebody else has to see value to what you're doing. Only then it'll find recognition. If you feel it's valuable, you're doing it, then don't bother about other people's recognition. But if what you're doing is useful to them, let's understand this, not because what you're doing is great, because what you're doing is useful to them, they will say, oh, this is wonderful. So, I don't give a damn definitely doesn't work. But whether other people recognize you or not, depending upon how useful it is at a given time to people, that depends what is the type of job we've taken up. Now, I must say this, see, today wherever I go, people are saying things, oh, he's a yogi, he's a mystic. They don't know a damn thing about me being a yogi or a mystic. Okay? They don't know what is a yogi, what is a mystic. Now because it's internationally recognized, everybody is clapping their hands. I've been saying the same things for last 35 years. Nobody thought anything about it. Now somewhere else in America, people are clapping their hands, here also they started clapping their hands. Okay? It means nothing to me, all the recognition. Someday if people truly recognize what is being a yogi and are inspired to become that, that's wonderful. Of course, there are many people who are inspired by that. But I'm telling you, even people who are near around me, including my family, if I was sitting under a tree, same yogi, no recognition in the world, they wouldn't think nothing of my being a yogi. You understand? Today because it's internationally recognized, everybody is saying he's a great yogi. They don't know what is damn yogi is about. They don't know a damn thing about it. It is just that many people see it's useful to them, so there is recognition. Let's understand this. People are not recognizing the quality of who I am, they're recognizing the usefulness that I am to them. Only that part gets recognition. The quality of what I am, only a handful of people will recognize that, rest will not even know what the hell it is. And it's okay.
I think that's beautifully said, and I think if I was to translate that into our language out here in this room, I would say that keep at it as to what you're doing. One day people will see the use of that in their lives, and your time will come like his time came when people started clapping. So don't worry about what the world thinks, keep on doing what you're doing. Am I right in saying that?
Oh, that's a deduction. I would say that if your work is an expression of your joyfulness, whether recognition or no recognition, what does it matter? You're finding an opportunity to express your joy. And if you look at your own lives and see the moments where you're in pursuit of your happiness, what is the quality of those moments? The moments when you're expressing your joy, what is the quality of those moments? If you see, you will see whenever you're expressing your happiness or joy, they are the best moments in your life. If your work is an expression of your joy, your working moments will be the best moments of your life.
Dear seekers, in this journey of life, where does the quest for external validation lead us? And how does it intertwine with the realm of spirituality? This is a question that begs introspection. Why do we seek approval from others? What is it that we truly long for in the depths of our being? And most importantly, how can the pursuit of external validation shape or distort our spiritual journey? The path of spirituality is often one of inward exploration, a journey towards self-awareness and inner peace. It's a path that encourages us to look within for contentment and understanding, rather than seeking it in the ever-changing opinions and judgments of the external world. The irony, however, lies in the fact that even as we embark on this inward journey, we often find ourselves looking outward for validation and approval. Consider a simple everyday example: social media. In this digital age, many of us are incessantly drawn to these platforms, seeking likes, comments, and shares as a form of validation for our thoughts, experiences, and even our very identity. This constant yearning for external approval can become a barrier to our spiritual growth. It can lead us to value the opinions of others over our inner truth, causing us to lose touch with our authentic selves. In contrast, true spirituality invites us to detach from these external validations. It guides us to find solace and strength in our inner world. When we meditate, for instance, we are not seeking likes or approvals, we are simply being with ourselves, in our purest form. Meditation offers a sanctuary where the noise of external validation fades into silence, allowing us to connect deeply with our inner being. The pursuit of external validation can also lead us into a trap of perpetual dissatisfaction. No amount of praise or approval from others is ever enough if we are not at peace with ourselves. This endless cycle can be broken only when we start valuing our own judgments and feelings above those of others. It is in this realization that we find liberation and true spiritual awakening. Dear seekers, the quest for external validation is a reflection of our longing for connection, acceptance, and love. However, true spirituality teaches us that these qualities can be found in abundance within ourselves. By turning our gaze inward, we discover an infinite source of love, acceptance, and validation that is not dependent on external sources. As we tread this path, it becomes evident that the only validation that truly matters is the one that comes from within. It is in recognizing and embracing our inner worth that we find the freedom to express our true selves, unburdened by the need for external approval. This, in essence, is the crux of spiritual growth, the realization that all we seek externally has always resided within us. Continuing from this realization, it's essential to delve deeper into the implications of finding our validation internally rather than externally. When we start to look within, we embark on a transformative journey that reshapes our understanding of self-worth, happiness, and contentment. This inward journey encourages us to question the very foundations of our beliefs and values. What are the standards by which we judge ourselves? Are they truly our own, or have they been imposed upon us by society, culture, or our upbringing? By engaging in self-reflection and meditation, we begin to discern our true values, distinct from the noise of societal expectations. As we cultivate self-awareness, we start to recognize the transient nature of external validation. We understand that people's opinions are often more a reflection of their own perceptions and less about us. This understanding liberates us from the shackles of seeking approval and allows us to live more authentically. Our actions, thoughts, and choices stem from a place of self-assurance and inner alignment, not from a desire to please others. Moreover, this journey inward brings us closer to experiencing true compassion and empathy. When we are no longer preoccupied with seeking validation from others, we become more present and attentive to the world around us. Our relationships deepen as we interact with others from a place of genuine self-esteem and self-love, rather than from insecurity and the need for approval. In the light of spirituality, the quest for external validation is seen not as a fault, but as a part of the human experience, a step in the process of evolving and growing. Each one of us, at some point in our lives, has sought approval from others. But the moment we realize that true validation can only come from within, we step into a more profound and fulfilling phase of our spiritual journey. Dear seekers, this shift in perspective is not a one-time event, but a continuous process. It requires patience, persistence, and, most importantly, self-compassion. As we navigate through this process, we discover that the peace and acceptance we sought from the external world have always been available within us. The realization that our inner world holds the key to true validation is a pivotal moment in our spiritual evolution. It marks the beginning of a journey toward a more authentic, peaceful, and fulfilling life.